The accident happened around 4:30 yesterday. Involved a Buick motor vehicle and a Mercedes. The Buick was backing into a residence on St. Clair. That residence is owned by the Musitano family. The Mercedes was southbound on St. Clair. It is from Quebec, and as the 76-year-old driver of the Buick was backing into the driveway, he was spooked by something he saw, causing him to accelerate fast and dangerously out of the driveway, across the lawn, and head on into the Mercedes.
Was the Mercedes what spooked him?
Believe that there may have been something that I can't get into at the moment that caused him to have some concern for his well-being and caused him to take off.
Who was driving that car?
He's a 76-year-old male from Hamilton. He's an associate of the occupants of 206 St. Clair.
So an associate of the Musitano family?
Correct, yes.
Is Pat Musitano has been released from hospital. Do you know if he's living back home again?
I can't get into that. I know he visited his friend at the hospital last night.
And who was driving the other car?
There were reports of two males that fled from the Mercedes. Both vehicles sustained heavy front-end damage. The two males were seen fleeing, and they were joined by a third male. There's a bit of confusion from the witnesses at the moment whether the third male was in the car or in and around the area of 206 St. Clair.
And that was with Montreal plates?
That was the registered owner is from and the vehicle are from the Montreal area. Yes.
Is the vehicle stolen?
The vehicle was not stolen.
Do you know what it was doing in the area?
We contacted later on yesterday afternoon. The owner of that vehicle contacted Hamilton Police, and he eventually came into Central Police Station around 2:40 this morning. At that point, we arrested him for failure to remain and conspiracy to commit murder. He participated in an interview, was not overly forthcoming as a result of the interview and the evidence that we have at the moment. He was released unconditionally.
Conspiracy to commit murder of who?
The individual driving the car.
The 76-year-old.
Correct.
Can you give us an idea of what sort of evidence led you to lay that charge?
But we didn't lay the charge. He was arrested for the offence. Obviously, there's a history there with Pat Musitano and his brother Angelo, his murder, the attempt on Pat recently, the shooting of the house, and everything else that's been going on in and around traditional organised crime in Hamilton. That coupled with some of the information that was provided to us yesterday, we felt that there were grounds to arrest the individual on that charge, as well as the failed to remain.
The person who turned himself or came to speak to police in the middle of the night, you believe he was in the car?
He was investigated for that. We're still trying to confirm whether or not he was one of the occupants of the vehicle. Like I said, he wasn't overly cooperative with the questioning, so there's still a number of unanswered questions.
So you're still looking for people?
We're still looking for two. There will be a media release going out shortly, along with some images of the three males that we believe were associated to that vehicle. Our information is that that car certainly was in the St. Clair neighbourhood for some time beforehand.
Were there any weapons seen or involved?
That's what we're investigating at the moment.
Was anything left behind in the vehicle?
We're in the process today. We obtained a search warrant for the Mercedes, and we're also applying for a search warrant for the Buick. Again, in the past, as you're aware, tracking devices have been used on members of this family, so we want to make sure that that's not the case. The major crime unit and the intelligence unit have a good handle on what's going on in and around Hamilton with organised crime, and believe that this may be something to do with that business. There's been a couple of incidents recently involving individuals from the Montreal area, Montreal plated vehicles. The vehicle from Angel was stolen from Montreal. Three suspects are described as all male black, 25 to 30, two of them being 6 feet tall, athletic builds. One was wearing a mask, one was carrying a backpack, and the third male was he was shorter and stockier than the first.